score for a 98.250. UCLA now is right behind by a tenth at 98.150. Washington third, 98.075. Washington just went 49.150 on the vault. And we look back in the anchor spot at Amara Cunningham and what she did to close out the rotation. Washington was looking to drop a 9.75. Well, so she needed something better than that.
Amara is a powerful gymnast. She has great speed on the run. She's performing a Yurchenko layout full here.
All 11 of her vaults prior to coming in were 9.8 or better, and so was this one.
Great control there on that landing.
She gets a 9.875 for the effort and bumps the rotation to 49.150. And for Washington on vault, that is above their average. So that is a good answer. Meantime, Stanford was over on the beam. Brennan Nault was in the 4 spot. They had already had trouble on 2 routines. Navarro had gone 9.8, and then Nault stepped up.
Unique to start her routine. Most challenging part about balance beam is when you've had a rocky start is finding the rhythm. The back 4 in their lineup did stay on the balance beam. Back handspring layout, step out. You can see she has nice fluid rhythm. You see a variety of different styles on the balance beam. Some have that sharp, rigid movement, some more of a flowing style. The key is to find the style where you feel most confident on this event. Clean front aerial. Setting up for the dismount. Excuse me, lead pass switch ring, very difficult, dropping her head back. Now comes the dismount. A round off 1.5 twist and holding on to the landing. I mean, she didn't have a bobble through that entire routine.
And the judges rewarded her with a 9.9. It's not her highest of the year, but just behind it. It's a good answer. Stanford for the rotation, only a 48.575. They trail our leader, Arizona, by more than a half a point. From early. And she's still got one more. Jordan Childs next up on beam for UCLA. Got Aurelio, already got a 9.9 for the Bruins to start the rotation. And again, if you want to watch your team all the way through, pac-12.com/now. You can find links to any of the 4 events. You can watch that event. You can follow your team around. Going 4 at a time this year for the first time.
Jordan's such a fun performer to watch. On this particular event, we've seen a variety of different routines this season.
And she's been a little hot cold on beam, but is coming in hot right now off a career high 9.925 against California 2 weeks ago.
Well, that was the biggest change, was her tumbling series. For these elite athletes, you have to remember they had routines packed with 15, 20 skills, a variety of elements. And so as they come to college, the biggest goal is to figure out what skill set can you do consistently every single time and shoot for perfection. When it comes to her tumbling element, she has so many different options. Next up is her side summy. Oh, little lean back. Wow, great save. That could have been a major wobble. Those side elements are challenging because if your heels drop down, it's very easy to lean back. And she wraps this routine up with a difficult dismount, like we saw Kyla Bryant, the double flip, and a great landing. You know, she had a brilliant bar routine going, and she tipped that final cast. She did a great job saving it, and still went 9.85, but it wasn't her best. And I think she's going to be really excited about this routine, especially a clean landing on the double pike. Starting that celebration, that's that energy you see from her.
So on each of her events, she's had a bobble, but then she's come back to save the routine and post a pretty good score. And I just love her positive energy. So they already have the 9.9 from Potterio, which is ties for the highest score on beam. We'll see what they award Childs. Meantime, Arizona on the vault, our leader, 9.8 from Castles moments ago. This is Mayberry now. Jessica Castles, the high score so far for Arizona.
The vault right in front of us, and I actually heard John Court telling his team, guys, we got to go big. We're not going to worry about the landings, but we want to be clean on the landings. That's something that they've been really focusing on.
Hallie Mayberry, a local product, born and raised in Tucson. 9.8 against Oregon State on this vault.
Layout full. Landed a little off center, so I had to take that cross step back.
Nora Flatley quickly on beam for UCLA, just started.
Nora is beautiful on this event.
Reliable, unflappable, all the things you want to hear. You're talking about a beam performer, 9.95 against California.
That tumbling series, 3 elements, 1 forward into the back handspring layout step out. And she was a little off center, but what Nora does so well is her presentation as she settles into the landing hides a lot of mistakes that could be deductions. That gives her the ability to put up the big scores on this event.
UCLA a chance to make a move right now. Potterio got a 9.9. Jordan Childs got her third 9.85 of the day. So UCLA on pace for a big rotation on beam.
Dismounting. Back handspring layout, 1.5 twist.
And that can only help. UCLA was very positive coming in. Even though they were only fifth during the regular season, they thought it was an advantage to be in this session and go in the Olympic order. In the meantime, Arizona faltering. Having a tough time of things over on vault. Danny Nosek for Arizona.
That was an improvement there. Good power, position in the air, much cleaner landing.
She's got 9.825 4 times this year. That's her best. The score should be close to that. So Arizona's lead went from 0.2 to 1/10. And now they're in danger of giving up the lead. Shea Campbell ready to mount for the Bruins on beam. UCLA putting pressure on. No score yet from Flatley. UCLA still with Campbell, Samantha Sakti, who is a beam specialist, and Emma Malabuyo, who just got that 10. Flatley scores in a 9.925. So 3 great scores for UCLA to start the beam rotation. Campbell 5th at the NCAAs on this event. A year ago, twice has gone 9.9.
Watch the amplitude here. Back handspring layout, step out. Little off balance, nice job. The key is getting the back foot down, finding your balance. Nice combination work there. Shea is a taller gymnast, so her gymnastics has a nice long look on every event. UCLA known for being performers, especially on the floor exercise, but they bring it to the balance beam in their choreography, holding on there with that gainer layout full.
Campbell has already gone 9.9 on vault, 9.8 on bars, expecting a good score here. She's in the all-around, and you can feel the energy from UCLA over on the beam now as Arizona's trying to answer. Nosek got a 9.75 on her vault for the Gym Cats. Back to the floor. This is Maddie Burnett after back-to-back 9.8s for Stanford by Brenna Nault and Ana Paula Gutierrez.
Front layout to that front 1.5 twist. She was very low on that front layout. That gave her a big block into the 1.5 twist. Nice double tuck. Just a few weeks back, she went out of bounds. So I know she's going to be pleased with that routine.
Aaliyah Hargrove got a 9.875 anchor spot for Arizona on the vault. Keeps them right in the meet, but only a 48.9 for the rotations. Basakti now on the beam for UCLA. UCLA's low score so far in the beam rotation, a pair of 9.85s.
Oh, nice save. She doesn't leap into the tumbling element. She has nice height. Just looked a little off balance as she landed.
Last two beam scores for Sakti have been very nice, 9.875 and a 9.9. The best at Stanford, a 9.95 on beam. Only event scheduled for Sakti today.
Combination side area full twist. So that's small bobble, but that's still going to be 5 great scores. Again, pressure off on Emma Malabuyo, who got her first perfect 10 on the balance beam. Just a few weeks back when we saw him going against Cal, she earned a 9.975. So
Aaliyah Hargrove, we told you moments ago, with the high mark for Arizona, anchor spot on the vault. Ended up with a 9.875. We look back at it now. She had gone 9.8 or better 5 times, a 9.9 against Oregon State. So this ends up being her second best vault of the year.
you could see she was fighting to not move at all on that landing.
Still just below 49 for Arizona, so they're showing some fight, but they started out slow in the rotation and had to rally. How's it going for Washington over on the bars? Washington, their low score, the 9.65 by Brooks. They've got 9.8 by Kilho Wilhelm, 9.75 Taylor Russin. Brooks is 9.65. They want to drop. Geneva Thompson went 9.825. Lauren Thomas got a 9.775. So that's where they stand right now at a 48.8. And of course, we're keeping an eye on the scoreboard. UCLA, who's low score, a 9.8. And UCLA looks like they're going to take over the lead here in session number 1.
Flying release move, directly connected down to the low bar. Short there in that final cast. Lots of speed moving into the double layout. And a great landing there.
Yeah, and that's a nice moment for her because she had been struggling on bars of late. We never like to see it before they mount the apparatus. So it personally and professionally for her, that's a great moment.
And that's definitely going to knock out the 9.65 they're hoping to drop.
Yep. You know, if she had any doubts before she got on the bars, they went away quick. She might have been a little short on her cast, just playing it safe. But she accomplished exactly what she was going for. attention over to Stanford on the floor, where they already went 9-8 with Nault and Gutierrez. Maddie Burnett went 9-8-5. Don't have a score yet on Lawson. Morgan Huang now. And now the score is in on Lawson, 9-8-5. So 4 9-8 pluses for Stanford on the floor. And they still have Morgan and Kyla Bryant. And you got to see Kyla Bryant on the floor. It's exactly what Stanford did to get back into this thing. Morgan has gotten 9-9 or better 4 times this year. This would be a perfect spot for another.
Big opening tumbling pass, double layout. Beautiful. Overstretching that straddle jump. Holding that clean landing. Holding on there, finishing double pike.
So they're in the books now, over 49. Now they just need Kyla Bryant. So the important thing for Morgan Wong there is now she's taking all the pressure off Bryant, and now she can just let it go. UCLA with that great beam rotation. Sakti had gone 9-8. They were looking to drop that score with Emma Malabuyo in the anchor. Remember, she had a 10 last week on this event.
Started the routine with her tumbling pass, back handspring layout, step out. She had a smile on her face. She knew she was dead straight. Coming right back with her front aerial. That's
She'd already won 5 times on the beam coming in, so it's one of her best events.
beautiful flexibility, dropping her head back on that second jump to the ring position. Little Carlton. Sometimes you watch these routines, they look like they're having so much fun, and you forget, it's only 4 inches wide. They make it look easy, but I promise it's not. And a dismount combination back handspring layout, step out to that full twist. So the only deduction was the balance check on that front aerial.
Malabuyo ends up with a 9.85. They're able to drop Sakti's 9.8 for UCLA. It is a robust 49.375. Remember that last year at Pac-12s, the beam was the downfall for UCLA. Now, it's their best rotation so far. And we go back to the floor, and Kyla Bryant. Morgan Huang got a 9.85, so their low score is a 9.8. That's all Bryant needs to improve on. Bryant, Pac-12 co-champion on the floor. All 9 of her floors this year, at least 9.9. In the UCLA meet, she was the anchor. She was the last to perform, needed an almost perfect score, and got an almost perfect score, a 9.975 to beat the Bruins.
Watch the air here. Full twisting double back. She makes you just want to sit back and enjoy watching this routine. Such a great performer.
to watch her perform on this event. And you know what? Yeah, I'll get a chance to tell her thank you. It's definitely one of my favorite performances, and that did not disappoint.
Well, she comes from Georgia, went to Stanford, and she said she Googled Stanford, and what she read online was it's not just a 4-year commitment, it's a lifelong connection, and she's feeling it now.
Well, and she got that 5th year to perform that opening there with a huge full in. You know, you talk to these athletes and they say, you know, they've missed out on a few years. Not only did the Pac-12 championship cancel in 2020, you know, last year we were in this building with no fans and the energy was completely different. While we were grateful to be here, so to be back in this building and have their family and friends cheering them on, I mean, it's something they're very appreciative of.
And for Kyla Bryant, she's gone through, like all gymnasts, the highs and the lows, and she said during tough times, for inspiration, she would watch tape of the Magnificent Seven from 1996 at the Atlanta Olympics, captained by my partner Amanda Borden. Well, if she watched it, it must have been on VHS. It was a long time ago. UCLA has taken the lead in session number 1. Bruins with a 49-3-7-5.